Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we are going to take a look at a new artist. Actually, it's going to be Aurora with a new artist that has been requested on the channel, Jacob Collier. This is a duet that they did. It's actually a music video that came out 5 months ago. Apparently an environmental video for Greenpeace, or in support of Greenpeace. The song is called A Rock Somewhere X the Seed, which probably times the seed, but I'm not sure. We'll find out soon enough. So Jacob Collier is widely respected. He's another young artist. He does have a pretty good-sized fan base. I'm not sure exactly how big he is in the world, but he got a substantial, like I say, presence out there. And we already know that we like Aurora. So we thought this would be a good thing to take a look at. And I just see a thumbnail, and it looks like an absolutely stunning on-location video. Should be interesting. Adrian, any thoughts ahead? You ever heard of Jacob Collier or anything else having to do with this?
I've heard of Greenpeace, and I've heard of Aurora.
All right.
No, that's about it.
Let's go ahead and check this out, and later on, we'll also look at the lyrics. All right. We'll discuss after. Svalbard.
What do you know?
We know about Svalbard.
Yeah.
It's the northernmost human-inhabited place on Earth.
I'm on a rock somewhere. It's the only one I know, and I know it well. Somehow I know you're there, and I'm waiting on the world. I'm ringing the old church bell. See the people come and go, and they go so well. They're counting the coins back there. It's the only thing they know. And even when I'm wide awake, I know that you've been having other dreams for sure. If nothing's ever gonna change at all, I'll be waiting on the world, only waiting on the world.
I'll be waiting on the world. I'll be waiting on the world. I'll be waiting on the world. Ooh, hey, oh, hey, oh, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, hey, oh, You cannot eat money, oh no. You cannot eat money, oh no. When the last tree has fallen and the rivers are poison, you cannot eat money, oh no. You cannot eat money, oh no.
I'm on a rock
You cannot eat money, oh no.
on a rock
When the last tree has fallen and the rivers are poison, you cannot eat money, oh no.
Get in the coins. I'm on a rock
Okay, that was really cool. Let's take a quick look at the lyrics while they're fresh here. It could be that this is actually two separate songs together. So we'll start with A Rock Somewhere. I'm on a rock somewhere. It's the only one I know. I'm sure he's talking about Earth. And somehow I know you're there. I'm waiting on the world. I'm ringing the old church bell. I've forgotten how it goes, but it feels like hell. I guess you're in heaven now and you're never going home. There was a Grammy Award nomination for Best Global Music Performance for this. All right, let's look at the seed for a moment. I'm going to guess that's Aurora's song. So, okay, just like the seed, I don't know where to go. Through dirt and shadow I grow. I'm reaching light through the struggle. Just like the seed, I'm chasing the wonder. I unravel myself all in slow motion. You cannot eat money. That's right. You cannot eat money. Suffocate me so my tears can be rain. Yeah, so you get the idea. Stunning performance. Adrian, why don't you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, well, the way the guy plays piano, Jacob Collier, I can see why Aurora would work with him, would want to work with him. Because the styles are just, it strikes me as similar to Aurora's style.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's almost like, well, I don't know. It's almost like he's the male perspective, she's the female perspective. It's the same coin. No, they actually do go together very, very well, I thought.
Yeah.
It's almost like they're brother and sister or something, or whatever. I don't know. But found that amazing. I'm going to look up a little bit more info on Jacob, just so we have a clue. We do know a few things about Aurora already, including she is from Norway, which is, as you mentioned, is where Svalbard is. Well, that's where the territory is owned anyway. We'll put it that way. It's pretty far away from the mainland. But he's a multi-instrumentalist from England, 30 years old. Known for energetic live performances. He also does lectures and master classes on things like Stevie Wonder's Sir Duke. He is certainly a talent. His piano playing, I thought, was beautiful, very interesting style. Yeah, somewhat jazz influenced, but I think there was also some originality in his style. I think that he has the touch. He can do like what people do when they're finger picking on the guitar, as opposed to a pick. They can really get in there and get to the emotion, because it's like they're right on it. When you're playing the piano, you can go like this, or you can go, anywhere in between, so there's a whole range in there. He was using pretty much the whole range to great effect. clearly highly talented. I enjoyed his singing performance as well. It is very much like Aurora's singing, in a way. Very similar in a lot of ways. All the good stuff, you know. I mean, there pretty much only is good stuff. You know, Aurora is so talented as well.
Yeah, that's true. They're both very talented, and you know, they perform very well together.
Yeah, I agree. Now, so of course they're up there deep in the Arctic Circle, where when you're there at just the right time, it's dark 100% of the time, or it's light 100% of the time. And out they are on that little float, which was man-made. We could see that. I would be nervous on there. I was kind of nervous watching Aurora walk backwards on it, you know, like, no. I mean, she knew, you know, she obviously is very present, I mean, very aware of her surroundings.
Yeah.
It's not like there was any danger, but still, you're like, yeah, that water is cold. It's salt water, so maybe it's even below 30, you know.
You don't want to fall in.
No, you do not. So how do you think they filmed that video?
Probably with cameras, I guess, on a boat or something, because in the beginning of the boat, there's this little raft that they're taking to get out there, or you see Jacob on there anyway, I think.
Yes, there may be a float like that they used for some shots, but I think that it was probably mostly drones. Mm-hmm. And some shots from the shore as well, as we saw there, which I thought were put to very good effect. You know, just get a little bit of that to give you a perspective of where they actually are. It would have been quite a bit of fun for me to be out there on that thing playing the piano. I mean, that had to be a lot of fun and an emotional experience. Yeah, I noted that they were miking the piano from behind using something with a big old windscreen on it. So I couldn't really see what the mic was per se, but I mean, it makes sense. It's windy up there, as you saw. The wind was really howling at points. So they probably, who knows if they actually performed this out there or if they mimed it. They may have performed it. They may very well have performed it, but I'll bet you they had to do several takes at least of, because you'd have wind gusts and things coming in and disrupting things, and maybe drones make a little noise. So you have to be careful of that. So you want to get some of that. They also had a stereo mic just for the ocean and to pick up the float itself. You saw towards the back of that thing. You just let that run by itself for a little while and you have the sounds. And then whatever else is going on in the neighborhood, you don't have to worry about it. You can just insert the stuff that you already recorded. They just had to record it ahead of time before they even got on the float.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I would have done anyway.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that hard to have a production, even with drones, even if they were making noise. You know, you would still be able to get the shots and everything and have them they could even do a take ahead. Boy, how about that note at the end that they both hit?
Wow, it's high.
It was high, it was long, and it was powerful.
Yeah. Also, the images at the end of the video, too, they were kind of disturbing.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, the idea being, can you hear us, you know?
Yeah.
That was a 10-second scream.
Wow. Yeah, that was pretty long. It was pretty powerful what they were putting that imagery up at the end of the video during the scream, and you can picture the animals sort of screaming together or something, if that makes any sense.
Yeah. So that's the glacier. So they were probably in here.
All right.
Or maybe, it's a pretty good-sized glacier. But there's Svalbard, okay? Now, Longyearbyen, I guess it's called, is the main city. And it's only got 3,000 people. That's where most people are in Svalbard. And now, to get a sense of where Svalbard is, let's zoom out a little. There's Greenland.
Yeah.
And there's Norway. It is pretty far away. It's a pretty good plane ride back to the mainland. So just to give a sense, and there's some good YouTubers up there too, by the way, if you're ever interested in what's going on and living among polar bears and all that. But anyway, I thought that was a great place to have an on-location shoot for a video like this. Bravo to them for braving the cold.
Yeah.
Great piece of music, I thought. Really something. I want to hear more by Jacob Collier, for sure.
Maybe there's more collaborations with Aurora and Jacob Collier. And
Very good. All right. Well, folks, why don't you let us know what you thought of this, and if you've heard it before, and if you're fans of either artist, if you've seen either artist, let us know about that. If you have their music, if this particular song holds any particular import to you, let us know about that too. If you have other suggestions for us, please leave those below. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed our presentation, please subscribe. All right. Thanks so much for joining us, and we'll catch you on the next one. All right. Take care, folks.
see y'all later.